Welcome back, Barca family. Today's episode is absolutely explosive with breaking news and deep analysis straight from Camp Nou. Hansi Flick has identified the real reasons behind Barcelona's painful defeats to PSG and Sevilla, and trust me, the details will shock you. From defensive chaos to tactical confusion, we'll break down what went wrong and what Flick plans to fix before El Clásico. But that's not all. Transfer news is heating up as one of La Liga's hottest strikers, KARL Etta Eyong, has chosen Barcelona over Manchester United. Deco's already working on a half-price deal that could make him one of the biggest bargains of 2026. Stay tuned because we're diving deep into everything: injuries, transfers, tactics, and the future of Hansi Flick's Barcelona. Hansi Flick identifies key issues from Barcelona's recent losses to PSG and Sevilla. Report. FC Barcelona went into the international break in a disappointing manner, suffering back-to-back defeats, one each in La Liga and the UEFA Champions League. The Blaugrana were first beaten 1-2 by European champions PSG before Sevilla hammered them 1-4 in the league, turning up the pressure on the squad and manager Hansi Flick. Flick identifies major issues. According to Mundo Deportivo, Flick and his coaching staff have spent this week, without matches due to international fixtures, meticulously analyzing footage of Barcelona's 2 consecutive defeats against PSG and Sevilla. Beyond the toll caused by injuries, the high quality of opponents such as Luis Enrique's PSG, and the evident lack of intensity admitted by players after the loss in Seville, Flick and company have detected a recurring set of errors that must be corrected immediately. These issues relate more to poor defensive coordination and confusion over in-game tactical decisions than to fatigue alone. A detailed review. A deep study of the goals conceded against PSG shed considerable light and served as a warning for what would later occur in Seville. With the score at 1-0, disorder began from a PSG build-up, starting with their goalkeeper. Possibly, Barcelona's lines pushed up late after a long-range attempt by Dani Olmo. PSG, stretching the pitch wide through Achraf Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, lured Barca into pressing. However, Flick's team became disjointed. Lamine hesitated between pressing Willian Pacho, who received the ball inside the area, or marking Nuno Mendes directly. He remained caught halfway, allowing Mendes to receive freely. The breakdown escalated when Jules Koundé advanced aggressively to confront Mendes, who bypassed him with a quick 1-2 with Ibrahim Mbaye. The move was orchestrated, with Luis Enrique explicitly directing Mbaye to drag Eric Garcia out of position. At that point, the gap was exposed. Neither Olmo nor Frenkie de Jong recognized the danger of Mendes' advancing run. Olmo was late to close the inside channel, and de Jong shifted to cover Eric's vacated space. Koundé refrained from committing a tactical foul. Mendes found Seny Mayelu, and Pau Cubarsi's hesitation in stepping forward allowed the equalizer, 1-1. Several mistakes occurred in that sequence, but the technical staff have identified Koundé's premature pressing movement as the decisive moment that triggered the team's structural collapse. In PSG's second goal, scored by Goncalo Ramos, a similar pattern emerged. Cubarsi pressed Lee Kang-in far from his zone without committing a foul, forcing Alejandro Bald to move centrally to cover behind him. It left Hakimi free to advance down the wing and assist Ramos. Marc Casado, Marc Bernal, and de Jong also failed to adjust their positions to compensate for the defensive imbalance that followed. These collective lapses, stemming from individual misjudgments, eroded the team's confidence, an issue that became even more evident in Seville. There, fatigue compounded the problem, and the 1-4 defeat exposed the worst version of Flick's Barca. The coaching staff have already prepared video sessions to reinforce defensive principles and prevent such costly errors from recurring. On fire, La Liga striker picks Barcelona over Man United as half-price deal ramps up. Report. Manchester United are keen on signing informed striker KARL Etta Eyong, but he would rather join Barcelona in what could prove to be a bargain deal, according to a report. Etta Eyong is a 21-year-old centre-forward who spent time at Cadiz before joining Villarreal in August 2024. After thriving in Villarreal's reserves, he went on to make 7 first-team appearances and notched 2 goals. Etta Eyong signed for Levante in the most recent transfer window, and his 2025-26 campaign has got off to a brilliant start. So far, he has registered 5 goals and 3 assists in 8 matches for Villarreal and Levante. Only Kylian Mbappe and Julian Alvarez have outscored Etta Eyong in La Liga, while he is ahead of other big names such as Robert Lewandowski, Ferran Torres and Rafinha. On Thursday, it was revealed that Manchester United have joined Barcelona and Real Madrid in the race to sign Etta Eyong. However, according to the latest reports from Sport, Ruben Amorim's team may face disappointment in their pursuit. United are reportedly pushing hard, having already made contact with both Etta Eyong's agent and Levante, his current club. Despite this, the young Cameroonian forward is clear about his intentions. He wants to remain in Spain and his top priority is to join Barcelona. Etta Eyong is aware of Barcelona's interest and is reportedly waiting for the club to make an official offer before making a final decision. Etta Eyong is delighted he has the opportunity to join Barca and compete for the number 9 role. Barca could get him for half price too. His release clause stands at €30 million, £26 million, though the report predicts Levante may sell if a bid worth just €15 million, £13 million, comes in. Etta Eyong could therefore become one of the bargains of the summer, given his recent goal-scoring exploits and massive potential. Barca held talks for Etta Eyong last summer but could not get a move over the line. They are more confident about succeeding in summer 2026. News of Etta Eyong preferring Barca will come as a serious blow to United, who had identified him as a possible replacement for Joshua Zirkzee. The young Dutch striker is seeking more regular playing time to secure a spot at the World Cup, and reports from team talks suggest he is planning to leave Manchester United in January, with Everton and West Ham United showing interest. Earlier this summer, Rangers had the chance to sign Etta Eyong for just €10 million, £9 million, but passed on the deal. Now they've missed out on a potential profit as the Cameroonian star continues to shine and attract attention from Europe's biggest clubs. Recently, it was reported that Real Madrid believe Etta Eyong would prefer to join them over Barcelona. However, according to the latest updates from Sport, Barcelona are increasingly confident they can secure him as their next top striker. Barcelona already have big plans for 2026. 3 more players could join Barca alongside Etta Eyong next summer. Reports on Friday unveiled Deco's plan to give Hansi an elite new center-forward, plus a left-footed centre-half and a right-back. Some of their prospective targets are currently playing at Manchester City and Sporting CP, and you can read more about the triple signing plan here. Returning to Etta Eyong, Barca fans will be hoping he is not the next Vitor Roque. The latter was tipped to become Lewandowski's successor up front after joining from Atletico Paranaense in January 2024. However, he failed to make the grade in Catalonia and scored just twice in 16 outings for the club. Roque had a loan spell at Real Betis before returning to Brazil by joining Palmeiras permanently in February. Etta Eyong will be confident about performing much better than Roque as he is already lighting up Spanish football. There's growing transfer drama around Europe, and Barcelona might soon lose one of their midfielders. Reports suggest that Chelsea and Arsenal are both fighting over a massive €110 million double transfer deal, which could involve a Barca midfielder. Meanwhile, Rafinha continues to be linked with a potential blockbuster move to Manchester United, although sources close to the situation believe that rumor might be overly optimistic at this stage. Over in Germany, Bayern Munich are said to be preparing a move for one of Manchester United's top players, setting the stage for another major twist in the upcoming transfer window. So, Barca fans, what do you think? Can Hansi turn things around after identifying these key problems? Or will the same mistakes continue to haunt the team? And how excited are you about KARL Etta Eyong possibly joining Barcelona for just €15 million? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from the Barca family. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on transfers, injuries, and tactical changes from Camp Nou. Visca el Barça.